Hours before sunrise, World War II veterans, many of them in wheelchairs and in their 80s and 90s, were preparing for what would turn out to be a very long day. Before boarding the buses, many of them were taking pictures to document the moment.
I guess we better get on the bus.
They made the short bus ride to Will Rogers World Airport, where a chartered plane awaited their arrival. For many of the veterans, it was a challenge making it up the flight of stairs to the aircraft, and those in wheelchairs had to be lifted up into the plane.
You ready? 1, 2, 3. There you go.
Once on the ground, the World War II veterans had a welcoming party awaiting them.
As you leave the aircraft, we have a number of active duty troops who are deploying to Iraq and Afghanistan. They're in a jetway. They want to shake your hands as you come off the aircraft.
Good morning. Welcome to Baltimore.
Thank you.
How are you? Did you have a good flight?
Yes, a very good flight.
The first stop of the day was the National World War II Memorial. The rain didn't seem to dampen the mood for this experience as they made their way through the grand entrance. Some veterans met with family members that live in D.C. who stopped by for a visit. Woody Hayes finally caught up with his great-granddaughter.
Do you want to walk up this way? Have you seen the Oklahoma?
Other veterans also gathered around the Oklahoma pillar to take their pictures, some of them reminiscing about the war. Rufus Staggs was in the Air Force and is lucky to be alive. He had many close calls and thought he would never make it back home from battle.
And a few narrow escapes in Italy. I was working one day in a B-17 loaded with bombs. One bomb went off and blew up the bomber, and I was about 150 yards away, and it felt like, I was going to shake to pieces. So that started this hearing loss.
He, like many of the others, are grateful for the opportunity to visit and reflect at the memorials dedicated in their honor.
It brings back memories, sort of, and I'm happy that I can come up here and be with other people who were in the same war.
It just brings back a lot of memories of people. The fact that I registered for the draft in Minnesota, enlisted in the Marine Corps in Iowa, and now I get to bring here by living in Oklahoma.
Despite his deteriorating health, Marine Corporal Roy Scott wanted to make the trip anyway with his daughter by his side. The 92-year-old is an Iwo Jima survivor and saw the historic event of the flag go up while he was on the island.
What was it like seeing the flag go up on Iwo Jima?
It was a great big sigh of relief saying that we had the high ground and there was a possibility of getting it. Up until then, I didn't think we were going to make it.
The memorial dedicated to that battle was the next stop on the tour. Herman Weiss was also on that patch of volcanic rock, sharing the same experiences during that time.
You have a lot of memories that you wish you didn't have, but in all, it's the boys that didn't come back, the young kids and people like that. It's what's so sad.
Weiss can remember the gunfire and the sacrifices that were made, and standing here today is very emotional.
It makes you sad. Sometimes you want to cry, and I do. And it's just, I hope the people in this country realizes what they've got. We don't have long here in this earth, and it's sad, but true.
The day does not end here for these war heroes. In our next report, we'll see the changing of the guard of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier in Arlington National Cemetery. And we'll hear more from our veterans as they make their way back home. For the Oklahoma News Report, I'm Angela Rosecrans.